Good evening, good evening. Hope everybody is well. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to all of you. One, two, 1, 2. Happy. Okay, seems like sound is good. We can start with work. Hope everybody is well. You had a fantastic Sunday. For those of you who made it to church, hope you had a good one. For those of you who didn't, we also hope that you had a good day. I'm sure some of you are like, Mr. President, what's going on? Why are we streaming on a Sunday? You know, we are wired different. This community is different. We don't do the things the same, you know. So tomorrow is a US bank holiday, so we really might not get much. So I just thought, look, let's try to analyze today so that tomorrow, if we are not getting that volatility, we know that we have covered, you know, the day with some setups. Okay, so we'll see. Please don't forget to like the stream, family. Like the stream. Let's mark the register quickly. She's not Lala is in the house. Good morning. Oh, good evening, Mr. President. The choppers. Oratil is also in the house. Say, let us back test. Yeah, indeed, my friend. Chosen with grace. Say, blessed Sunday, Mr. President. The choppers. God is good. Yeah, all the time, my friend. Tumza is saying good evening. This is the clever Tumza, the clever one. Good evening, President and choppers. Hope you had a blessed Sunday. Indeed, my friend. Informative channel is also in the house. All right, so tomorrow is a bank holiday. We might not get that volatility, especially like a lot of you guys are trading gold, so we might not really get what we're looking for on this gold tomorrow, but we'll be keeping an eye on it. We'll just be keeping an eye on it. Okay, so there it is. Monday, the 19th of January. This for me, it's one day. I think for me, let me just be personal a bit. I think for me, this day, the 18th and the 19th, it's a very sad day for me, because this day, the 18th of January, that's when I lost my dad 5 years ago due to COVID-19. So my dad was having COVID and he passed on at the hospital. So it's a very sad It's just a day where I remember my dad a lot, you know. And the 19th of January, which is tomorrow, it was his birthday. So he died a day before his birthday. So these 2 days, they're usually like hard for me and family, you know, but regardless, we just have to work. So if we don't stream tomorrow, don't think it's anything personal. It's just that it happens. It's a bank holiday and it's the same heavenly birthday for my dad. So yeah, man, but life goes on, I guess. We just have to work with what we have. So yeah, so tomorrow the 19th of Jan, we are having CPI for Canadian dollar at 3:30. And as you see here, it's a bank holiday all day. I'm not sure if indices will move tomorrow. We'll check it out. So I want us to also check what is happening with all the moves that has been happening since Jan. I want to see the heat map. For those of you just joined us, please just ensure that you like the stream and welcome. Right, so I want to look at a weekly performance for all the majors. So throughout the week, I would say that most institutions are back, right? They are back from Monday, this past Monday, and there was volatility throughout. So with that being said, Euro was weak for the whole week. The dollar, surprisingly, I think dollar managed to gain some strength end of the week, right? So we can see here that the dollar gained some strength. AUD was neutral. British pound was also neutral. As you see, it was up against Canadian dollar, up against Swiss, up against Japanese yen, and also up against the euro, obviously. And New Zealand dollar was strong. Swiss franc was weak for that particular week. And if you see here, Japanese yen continues to disappoint. We've seen this a couple of times throughout the year. Last year, Japan was the worst performing currency, to be quite honest with you. It was performing badly. Okay, so even now we are mid-month and look at how bad it's performing. Down by 1.6% against the British pound, down against the AUD 2.7%. So we can really say that we don't have hope. We don't have hope in Japanese. All right, we really don't have hope. Okay, so why do we look at this? And by the way, today's session is going to be more educational more than anything, because we are not going to execute trades. We'll just try to be more technical as possible as we can, right? So the reason why I'm showing you guys this before we start with our analysis and backtesting is that you need to know your numbers. Numbers are very important as a retail trader, or any trader for that matter. Numbers are very important. So why I look at these numbers is that if I'm going to, for example, look at euros down by 1.2%, 2.3%, 1.2, almost a percentage there, almost half of a percentage with Canadian and Swiss, right? Now, why is it important for me to look at this? If the weakest, which is euro, and the second weakest is Japanese, between euro and Japanese, which one is more weak? Stats shows us that euro is more weak. Why? Because Japanese is more weak. Why? Because euro against the Japanese is up by 0.34%. Okay, this is a monthly performance. So even for the week, it is up by 0.26%. Not really much, but that tends to help you going forward, because you're gonna know that the thing you wanna go against, or the asset that you're thinking maybe is going to appreciate in value, if you look at these numbers, they're going to tell you a story, right? So it is important for us to look at this. So going back, euro dollar, for example, as you remembered, we had a sell that we took around these levels here on I think it was Thursday evening. There's a sell that we took here. I ended up closing that trade almost at break even because my 2-hour frame had lapsed. So because if I'm going to take a 15-minute time frame trade, for example, my rules according to my trading plan are you need to be in the trade for 2 hours. If you are not in profits in 2 hours, something is wrong because the trade is not taking off, right? But one of the reasons why I was selling it and my TP was going to be at this yellow line here at around $1.15 is because I saw this impulsive movement and this was a correction. So I wanted to take advantage of that. So this was my ABC pattern, right? So this being A, this being A, this being B, and this being C. So I wanted to take an advantage on that, right? So it didn't really take off, but if you look at what happened on Friday, it closed below this key level here, okay? In other words, indicating that whatever that we had in mind was actually happening because it was now focusing on sellers more than buyers. So we had this impulsive movement go to the downside. And how do you know that somebody's about to be screwed? Is when you see, I will show you on 1 hour. Look at this. Now, if you look at the work that is done here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is a work of 24 hours. This window here, look at that. Here. Okay, this is a work of 24 hours. Okay, don't mind my drawing, please. Right, so this is a work for 24 hours. But now, see here, there's something going on here. The work of 24 hours was covered in 1 hour. Yeah, one can say news. I do understand, it's fine. But the fact remains that most people that were trapped here or who wanted to go to the upside, they're most probably, because others maybe bought here thinking they were going to make a new high, right? But can you see that that work that happened in 24 hours, it was covered in 1 hour? What does that tell you? Sellers are too strong, okay? Sellers are too strong. So the chart, the candlestick patterns here, ABC pattern showing you that euro is weak. You come and you look at the stats, you look at the weekly performance, euro was weak for the whole week, right? So how do you position yourself going forward for the new week? So this is what I normally do on Sundays, if not Monday morning. I already checked how euro performed. For example, it was weak, okay? Technically, so I'm on a downtrend, okay? Please allow me to remove this. Technically, so I'm on a downward trend. I mean, this is a serious downward trend, right? So I cannot look for buy orders up until maybe we break this above level here at $1.16, okay? Because what might happen is this might be another correction and we see euro still go to the downside. But if I'm looking for buy orders has to come above this if we want to buy, okay? That will be a safest price for you to buy this. You cannot buy it now because of you're still on a downward trend. And the other thing is, performance wise, this thing is not been performing. If you look at also monthly performance, why do you think something will be strong if stats shows you that euro is weak? So this is something that you don't want to mess around with, because chances are you're going to be stopped out, right? So I would say we continue to be bearish on this one. Yeah, our sell was around this area, though we did come out, but we're still looking for this thing to drop to the downside, okay? So there might be a relative strength coming from the dollar. Now, let's look at how the dollar performed. The dollar for the month, it's a bit neutral, okay? Even last week, it was strong, okay? So going into the new week, stats shows you that, hey, look, dollar is strong. It performed quite well, not the most strength one could find, but it really performed well. because it's all green here, only against New Zealand and against Chinese yuan, that's when it was weak. Okay, so that's how we're looking at it, right? That we might see that strength coming in and the dollar being strong again. Okay, right, so let's have a look at gold. Now, we already know that the dollar was strong, and I spoke about this level on Thursday. I said, guys, just be careful of this level here. Okay, though I wanted selling opportunities on Thursday's stream, but I couldn't get it because here we have a problem. We are consolidating between $4,620 per ounce and $4,580 per ounce. Again, what does this tell you? We are consolidating. Okay, the market is not really moving. Okay, the other thing I want to put to your attention, and please excuse the adverts that you're going to see here, it's one side I don't prefer to get the latest figures. It's not even working. Where can I find it? I'm not getting the site is not working. I wanted to show you the latest results on the COT data on gold, right? So, but look, gold is consolidating. We're consolidating between this key level here, $4,620 per ounce and $4,580 per ounce. Now, stats show us that dollar was weak. Does that tell us that we need to sell gold because the dollar is strong? No, that does not tell us that, but it gives us an indication that we need to be careful if we want to buy gold, because numbers show us that the dollar it performed well last week. Though not really performing well for the month, but it's a bit neutral. Okay, so chances are we might see that strength coming in. Okay, so how can I position myself? We are now below VWAP. VWAP trading at 4,595. As long as we are still below VWAP, I can sell gold here. This is where I can literally sell gold. Okay, I can sell gold here just below this key level and go down with it. Why? Even if I put my fixed range volume on this consolidation, my fixed range volume is telling me that we've got a point of control at 4,600. We are below it. We are below our VWAP. Let's see how we open tomorrow. We might not really get a gap because it's a US bank holiday, but the fact of the matter is we are consolidating. So is gold ready to go back low? Allow me to have a daily chart here. I want to show you something. So this was the all-time highs that we had in 2025 in December. We've broken that level, right? When I was asked on CNBC Africa about where I see gold, I boldly said 4,005, 4,006. I'm seeing it in the next week or so. And I was talking about a week like last week, and we already hit that 4,600. And one can say, why would you go on national television and tell people that you are seeing gold going to 4,600? Technical analysis will always direct me if the market is about to dump or is about to give me a reversal pattern. I don't see any reversal pattern on higher time frames. Okay, so when I was asked about this on CNBC, I think it was trading around 4,400, somewhere there, and I told them that 4,005, 4,006 in the next weeks, it's very inevitable. We might see that. There's a high possibility we're going to see that. And the anchor also asked me, MJ, are you saying people should be buying gold? And I said to him, yeah, look for discount, and you could have gotten your discount here, 4,400 and 100, somewhere there. Okay, you could have reloaded at this level here and still go to the upside. So is gold ready to reverse to the downside? No, it's not. Why am I saying that? I don't see any price peak. I don't see any peak formation. Okay, peak formation, what is it that you're going to be looking at? You're going to be looking at an M pattern or a triple top or a head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so far we are not seeing that. Okay, So some of you can say, all right, President, so if we are not seeing that, how can we take advantage of it? Now, let me show you something on a lower time frame. This is something I also shared with you guys on the Octa Stellar Trading channel, right? Allow me to draw something for you. So if gold is going to the upside, it's trending nicely to the upside. What happens is most people get frustrated that gold does not really give them a retracement back to the previous resistance, which is now support. Okay, so what they will do is they will want to buy here, right, thinking that we're gonna get a retracement there. And gold, so bullish, it doesn't normally give you an opportunity to jump in here at the retest. What it will do something like this. Okay, so many people were asking me this question. So when gold is doing that, how can we really take advantage of that? Because look, for us, we could have taken this as a discount, go to the upside, even here, take it to the upside. Okay, but we really didn't get that. We didn't get an opportunity to jump in. So what do you do when it does this? So let me show you strategies that I normally use. Okay, this is something that is very effective when it's bullish. Okay, so for example, we had a gap here Monday, the 5th of Jan. This was a gap. Okay, gapped nicely to the upside. We have a key level here, and we see that it has retested this level nicely. Okay, it has retested this level nicely. Where can you possibly enter? A close above VWAP. Look at how powerful VWAP is. Look at this. I'll try to zoom it as much as I can. Let me switch over to another screen. Let me use this one here. Oh, okay. Let me use this one here. Now look at what normally happens. You get a retest so that you don't miss out on this bullish momentum where now you go on Instagram, people are saying gold is now going up and you didn't get an opportunity. This is what you can do. You can simply wait for a candlestick to close above VWAP. There's one here. There's a trade. Okay. Put your stops just below this wick here. You can aim for 1:2. Use your own discretion. There. Go nicely to the upside. Another one. Mr. President, where can I take another one? There it is. Close above VWAP. One can possibly buy it there. Aim for 1:2. So in this regard, if you took it here, you could have been almost your TP, but it could have stopped you out. Again, learn how to manage trades. So my rules are 75% to TP. I put my stop loss on break even. Okay, that's how I normally do it. Okay, fine. You get another one. There it is. Close above VWAP here. That's where you can buy it. And I know in your head you're asking yourself, but how do you know? How do you know that it's not gonna reverse? I'll show you why I say this. Expect a reversal on higher time frame. Expect something like this. If you don't see an M pattern or a triple top or a head and shoulder pattern, that tells you that gold is not ready to sell or to reverse. Okay, so your job is to wait for impulsive movement going to the upside. Another one, there it is. Reload. Close above VWAP and go nicely to the upside. 1:2, there it is. Okay, now if you go back, let's go back. I want to show you guys something. I spoke about this I think somewhere in December and I said, this is not a reversal pattern. Okay, so a reversal pattern, you'll see it on 4 hours. Okay, so if you look at 4 hours, there is no peak formation. So we normally, in our group, we call it PF, which is peak formation. Okay, so what is peak formation? An M pattern, a triple top, or an head and shoulder pattern. Am I saying trade these M patterns and double tops? And no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that will give you an indication that this thing is ready to reverse. Okay, a good example would be, let's try to go back. This will be a good example. Look at what happened here. We had an M pattern. You see, and on a higher time frame, and look at what gold did. Look at what it did. So there were trades that you could have taken here. Let me show you. Let me go on a lower time frame, like 1 hour. Now, once peak formation forming, now you know on a higher time frame that we have a reversal pattern, which is a double top, right? Your job now is, okay, I've got a peak formation. Now I'm looking for sell opportunities on gold. Okay, right? So if you are a day trader like me, this is what you're going to do. On 5 minutes, okay, so we know on higher time frame peak formation has formed. Now this is what we're looking for. We're looking at selling this thing. Okay, you've got an impulse correction. You're still below VWAP. You can still take this one. Okay, you can still take this because you're still below VWAP. Now you're looking for another trade. Timing as well is very important. You wouldn't have taken a sell here. Why? Because this was session switch over around 12 a.m. So this is midnight. Okay, you wouldn't have taken this, though it was a beautiful setup, but you wouldn't have taken it. I wouldn't recommend that you take it. Where I could have taken this trade is this close below here. Close below VWAP. Okay, take it to the downside. All right, another close below VWAP here, sell it. 1:2. Okay, a clear failure of structure or setup. Okay, so you could have had 1, 2, 3 trades that you could have taken. You would have won 2 and lost 1. Are you going to be profitable? Okay, let's do the math again, and I'm going to use simple numbers. So if I'm risking, if I risk, for example, $50, I want to gain, is this a G? Please don't mind my writing, please, guys. This means gain, right? So I'm looking at gaining $100. Okay, that's how my approach is going to be. Okay, so if I took 3 trades, for example, let's do the math. First trade, I win 100. The second trade, I win another 100. I'm up by 200. Now the third trade, I lose 50. I'm still up by 150. So this loss here, I wouldn't care much about it. Okay, so I go and I see, am I having another sell setup? Let's check. Close below VWAP. Remember, we've got a price peak up there, right? Close below VWAP around this area here. There you go. Another beautiful setup. 1:2. Okay, so what do I do now? I've got 4 trades. Okay, here it's going to be 100, right? So now I'll be up by 250. So this loss here doesn't really bother me. I'm up by 250. Now, allow me to have a clean chart here. So let me show you this. So once we have got price peak forming, and you're getting something like so, oops, an impulse, expect at least 4 waves, if not 5. Okay, so the first wave might be this one, the second one might be this one, the third one might be this one, the fourth one. So that means within the peak formation, so peak formation formed here at the high, chances are I'm gonna get at least 4 trades. But out of the 4 trades that I'm going to get, I might lose 2, win 2, or win 3, lose 1. Okay, then what do? You wait for the market to give you something like this. Then that's when now you see the market pull to the upside, and that's exactly what happens here with gold, right? So let's go to 4 hours and see. So remember, we had like how many trades with this move alone? We had like 4 trades with this move alone, and gold now gives you a W, right? And now it's taking off. Okay, now look at how it's been going to the upside. Now, can we now say gold is ready to sell? No, it's not. Why? Because we don't have that. I don't know. Someone can say, but President, maybe this is a head and shoulder pattern. If you put a line chart, maybe this is a shoulder, this is another shoulder. No, that's not the type we're looking for. Okay, so let me show you the type of a peak formation forming to the top, and that's how we as a community were able. Remember, there was a time people were buying Bitcoin, but we as a community, we sold it, and it didn't make sense to a lot of people. Okay, we sold Bitcoin, and now I'm still saying to you guys, break above 100,000, buy it. Okay, why am I saying that? I'll show you why I'm saying that. Now, back then, this move that you see here, drop this, some people are saying it's a what do they call it? I forgot the term. So we knew that there is a high possibility that this thing is going to drop. Why? Peak formation. Look at that. A clear peak formation structure. Okay, so we knew that there's a high possibility that Bitcoin is going to drop. So when people were amazed, why is Bitcoin doing this? We already knew price peak has already formed. This thing's been going to the upside for some time. Look at this. When others were selling here, we didn't want to sell. Others were selling here, we didn't want to sell. We only were interested in selling after the price has formed peak formation. Okay, so this is a clear example of what we talk about when we say peak formation. All right, so even with gold, we don't have that as yet. This for me is not a nicest head and shoulder pattern where I can say, oh, we are ready to sell. I don't think we are. I think it's too risky for us to look for some setups on gold because we have not formed a nice peak. But tell you what, if for example we are wrong, we don't see this as a price, it's not the nicest, right? Look at it, it's not really the nicest, but one can say there's a shoulder here, there's a shoulder there. If we see price break low like so and comes with a serious vector candles, okay, now we can say I think this is a price peak, then we can go to the downside. Because what also happens is that institutions are saying 4,600, dump it, get out of there as much as you can, okay, so that everybody can be screwed. Okay, so we don't want to be part and parcel of those that usually get screwed. So we will be monitoring how price will be behaving there. Okay, so let's have a look at silver. Same thing on silver. We don't really have much. One can say, but Mr. President, don't you see an M pattern here on 4 hours? Why couldn't we take that? We can't take this as an M pattern. Why? Because we have not violated the neckline. Okay, so the neckline has to be violated first. Okay, that's when now you can say we can expect this thing. But can you see we're still above our neckline? So silver is not ready as yet. One can say, but Mr. President, where we are now, I mean, we're looking at $90. Man, silver moved like crazy. I hope you guys took advantage of this. This was massive from silver. I mean, Silver opened the year with $70 per ounce, and look at where it is now, 90. That's crazy. Okay, so is this the price peak and M pattern that we talk about? Even if you can go to a line chart, maybe, right? You can say that. Okay, so I would say if we are not sure if this is an M pattern, then let's wait. Let's wait for it to break the neckline, give us an impulse, correct back and down. Then we know that we can have our 4 waves going to the downside. Okay. Yeah, look at how it performed on Friday. It was down by 2.46%. Okay, so that's an indication that maybe silver might drop this coming week. Okay. Now, we spoke about euro. We've already analyzed euro, and we spoke about the heat map telling us that euro is weak, dollar is strong. So we're going to be looking if we can get positions on the euro. British pound. So again, you're going back, you're checking the performance of this asset the previous week. So from Monday to Friday, British pound was neutral. I wouldn't say it was strong or weak, because look at this. I mean, 0.44, it's not even down or up by a percentage at least. It shows that British pound is holding some ground. Okay, so what you do is, that is an indication that this asset might be a bit strong or it's holding ground. So you need to be careful if you want to sell against it. Okay, so let me do this. It has also been going up for some time here. Look at this. This bullish momentum has been going to the upside for some time. So are we now forming a new trend? Possibly. But I would say the safest way to attack this would be impulse, wait for correction. Then you can take it to the downside. Even put your fib from the lowest to the highest. You've got 786 there. Then you can go down. That's how I see it. Okay. Let's look at indices. NAS 100. Now, this here is an issue. This here is an issue, and I'll tell you why. Look at what is happening. This thing is not moving anyway. This is an issue. You never want to find yourself trading such markets. Why? Because chances are you're not going to hit TP. And by the time you need to hit your TP, the market goes back down against you, goes back to your break-even points. Ladies and gentlemen, please just make sure that you like the stream. Can you like the stream there for you, man? So you never want to find yourself in this situation. Okay, you really never want to find yourself in this situation. So we are now trading at 25,500. Look at the daily candle. This is too much noise. This here is too much noise. Okay, so we might be bearish on this one. I would say let's wait for a break below. We're now below VWAP, fixed range volume. This setup looks more or less like gold. We are below our POC line, below VWAP. So we might as well wait for something like this. Reload again here to the downside. And by that time, you're going to also be looking at how VWAP is going to be performing and where you find VWAP, at that particular price. US 30. Again, this for me is a problem. Look at this. I don't like such markets. Why don't I like them? Because you can buy here and this thing comes back to your break-even point. It's not something that I like. It's too much for me. I want the market to move. Okay, so same structure. We can wait for this, reload again here. If we go to the upside, then we can see how we handle above that 49,000. There has been, I've been reading a lot of some articles and analysis from other analysts. They are predicting 50,000 on US 30. It's something that we might see, but I think we can get a discount before we go to that 50,000 mark. Okay, so what's going to happen to the money here? We need that money there, where we can potentially take a trade here and take another one here. Okay, that is money for us to grab. Okay, for those of you that are in stocks, guys, there is an outbreak that is happening. So I was just on a call now with my brother. He's a farmer, so he has cows and stuff like that. He has like a lot of cows, and he was telling me that, hey bro, look, there is an outbreak, finger leg something. I'll try to check it for you guys. For those of you that wants to look at stocks, let me plug you with something. Okay, so there is a disease that is currently happening right now, that is faced by cows, right? Make your own research there. Now, you might ask, why is Mr. President talking about cows? We are in markets here. This is a disease currently, okay? Let me tell you what's going to happen. Look at dairy product. So, most farmers that are in the dairy products, they are suffering because of this, okay? Some auctions for cows have closed. What will that do to the market? So look at companies that are listed on JSE that are in livestock and dairy. I promise you they're going to dump this week. I promise you they're going to dump this week. I'll be looking at quite a few. For those of you that are in our private group, I'll share those companies with you guys. We're going to approach them technically and see how we can dump all those stocks, right? It's not inside information. It's information that is out there. So I promise you, look at those companies. So those that are in the private group, I'll share those companies and let's sell the hell out of them. They're going to dump, I promise you. They're going to sell. Remember what I said about we buy cars the other time and it dropped? I spoke about Nike and it dropped. So don't sleep on this information. Dairy companies on the JSE, we are on a lookout. We are going to be selling. Okay. Right, where am I? Someone is asking me about WTI. Okay, we'll have a look at it. Okay, so German. So German is giving me a head and shoulder party. Okay. German is giving me head and shoulder party. So what am I then going to do is I'll sell it again. Now during the live stream on Thursday, this was painful, guys, and you know that's where now what I like about the live stream is that emotions are real, man. So let me show you something. So on Thursday, I'm streaming with you guys. I want to buy German, okay, because it was playing around this area here. I still remember it. Okay, I wanted to buy here, but now I could not take a buy order. Why? Because Nasdaq was dropping, and normally I know that a German 40 and Nasdaq, they correlate sometimes or most of the times, right? So instead of taking this, I'm taking a euro dollar sell, and look at how our buy was coming from here. At some point we were like, guys, let's see if we can close. I think it was around 5:30. The new 15 minutes candle came in. Look at that. We're going to hit TP. Look at that. TP was going to be hit in 15 minutes. Okay. This was painful to see. And this is why we talk a lot about trading is all psychology, man. Because this really affected me, because I'm in a trade that is not moving, and the one I really wanted is gone. Okay, so we find ourselves also consolidating here, but I like the fact that we came out of this level as soon as we could. We're trading at 25,500, now trading at 25,350. So what might happen here is tomorrow we might gap to the downside. I mean, German has nothing to do with the US holiday, so I think this is one asset that we can look and play around with. So we need to see if we close below VWAP. Then let's take positions here, okay? And another thing is, don't wait for break, retest and sell here. It's a sucker trade. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wait for this, okay? Why? Stop losses of those who commit too early are here, okay? They trade support and resistance, and this is a retest for most people. Once they are stopped out, that's where we go in. That's where we're gonna go in here. Okay. So that's how we're gonna be looking at it. WTI. So we've been trying to buy WTI and we couldn't get the discounts that we wanted. Okay. So from, I don't know why there was some writings there. I don't know what happened to them. So we've been trying to buy WTI. We failed to buy at this level. We thought we could buy at $59.50. We couldn't get another one. So right now where we are is this price peak? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. So chances are, if we hold above this level, we can still go up. If we hold, okay. But if we don't and we break below this $58 per barrel, chances are we can go to the downside. That reminds me of our analysis on Brent crude. Okay, so there's Brent crude here. So as a community, we've been trying to buy this thing, man. We're missing it. We tried to buy at $61. We couldn't get it. Tried to reload at $62. Couldn't get it. Now, this is where we are. So WTI and Brent crude, almost the same. They move almost the same. Okay. So we are now below this key level here. Chances are this thing is gonna sell off maybe the first part of the week and around this area here. So I would say let's try to reload again at that price, $62. $62. Okay. I think I gave you guys an analysis on silver. I said buy at 84. Buy at 84. There's a video I've sent to you guys on the, I think it was on the group. Let me check it out. I sent you guys something. Okay, yeah. So this is the video. This is the video. This is why I said buy at 84. I said reload at $84. This was the I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, I said buy at 84. Where was 84? There's 84. There you go. Don't sleep on this analysis that we send, guys. So still, we will still mark that 84. If we come back to that 84 mark, we can still go to the upside. Remember, we want to see what's going on here. If this is a price peak, okay? I'm reminded of that because of how I'm looking at Brent crude. So my memory works like that. I always remember that I have something similar. Okay, so $62 per barrel, we can buy here. I think that's a better discount for Brent crude. Okay. Right. Also, guys, some good news for you guys is that we I don't wanna jinx it. I just wanna be careful. Tomorrow there's like 70% chance that Loazi is going to be available for you guys. And for those of you who don't know Loazi is an AI that we have created. It's not a robot. It will never trade for you. It will never execute on your behalf. It's an AI assistant coach that is there to help you with the risk, manage risk with you, help you with emotions, and tell you what to do with regards to you not messing up good trades. Okay, so Loazi will be available from, if I'm not mistaken, there's a 70% chance we are launching Loazi tomorrow. And I know there's been some funny clowns that come on the stream and say MJ is now selling robots, and that is not a robot, that is an AI. Okay, so it's going to help you with admin, how you can record your trades. For those of you, and I know it's very difficult to record a losing trade, to sit down and write it. I know it's really not easy. Okay, so we're gonna be launching Loazi, 70% chance. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to jinx it, you know. So there's a 70% chance that tomorrow we're going to launch Loazi, which is the AI that is going to help you with your trading. And I think people that are in our private groups, you will get the first hand of testing this thing, you know, for free, by virtue of being in our private group. So that's what's going to happen. I'm trying to access it here. So yeah, I think for those who don't know, Loazi is an AI. We've created this AI since last year, October. We've been working on this thing, and December we really didn't rest. And shout out to my team, man. I'm working with incredible human beings. Really, I cannot ask for much. These guys are pushing day in, day out. December, when others were celebrating, these guys, we were all working. Okay, so yeah, Loazi might be launched tomorrow. And as I showed you, we are also almost done with the AI that will help you with the pass a prop firm challenge. So yeah, there's Loazi there. It's up and running. Tomorrow he'll be there to assist you guys. So we have added something that is called In Trade Companion. This helps you when you are in a trade. The AI will be calculating for you what you need to do in terms of pips, also in terms of your approach. Okay, so you're gonna put your price, the current price, entry price, the feeling is important. It's important to put your feelings, because why? So that the AI can communicate. You know, remember, AI is what's that word? It's system learning, right? So it always depends on you to give it information, feed it with information, right? So it's going to be helping you with psychology, strategy, risk management, and market analysis. There's also something, again, we are working on. For those of you that are in our private groups, you'll be able to access, so no more Zoom. You will access the live streams. If we are having a live stream privately, you just go on this on our website, you log in, and then you're gonna access the live stream. Okay, and then in due season we're going to turn this into an app so that you can have it on your phone, iOS and Android. It will be available, I think, just after the launch. We're still working on that. Journal as well, it will be there. So it says log your session complete in under 2 minutes. Focus on your thinking, not just results. So once you put your information here, euro dollar, when did you sell it, London, bearish, continuation, your emotional state. This one is very important. If you say you are afraid, and then you put your amount there, if it's you want $500, and You say I was scared. I was scared of the trade, for example. You save. Again, the AI is going to do, it's going to generate a reflection. So what will this help you with is, some of you don't know where you perform worst and where you perform best. Why? Because you don't have admin. Okay, so the AI will be able to say, hey man, I've noticed that you've been taking a lot of euro dollar trades. You've won many or you've lost many, and this is how you normally are in terms of your emotions. And it's going to recommend something. So for example, it says, I appreciate your honesty about feeling scared. That level of self-awareness is available for growth. It's interesting that you identify a bearish continuation scenario, yet fear was present, which might suggest some internal conflict about the setup. Already as a user, you know, the AI is telling you that there might be an internal conflict, right? Now, this is the recommendation. There appears to be a misalignment between your technical scenario, bearish continuation, and your emotional state, fear, which could indicate uncertainty about the trade setup or risk management. So what does that do? You need to go back to the drawing board. That why is it that when I take euro dollar trade, I'm scared? Okay, and the AI will be helping you with that, to jot it down, write everything down, you know, and after that, what you have logged will be down there. Okay, so this is what we've been working on, ladies and gentlemen, and I just hope you enjoy this system, and it really improves your trading in general. It's all for you. Someone is asking me, what do you think of USD? Will it keep tanking? Man, I've got some money in my balance account. I'm really not interested to withdraw that money now. I think it's done. Okay, so how will I know if it's done? To tell you what, remember again, we spoke about peak formation. Okay, so this thing has been dropping from, look at where it's coming from. It's coming from this level here, which is 19.78. Now, how do I know that it was gonna drop? Look, what did I say to you? You go on a higher time frame. You look for an M pattern, a head and shoulder pattern, or a triple top. Okay, and the opposite if you're buying, but double bottom and whatnot. So look at here. If you go to a line chart, for example, sometimes this is what you get, which is an extra confirmation. You get an M pattern that is also covered by shoulder, shoulder, head. And this, if I put a line chart, I might get an M there. There it is. There it is. So peak formation has formed. So you can't be looking for buy orders when things like this are happening. So your price peaks are letting you that there's a high possibility that the market is dropping. Okay. Right. Now look at how it's been going down. Now, Kotato, you're asking me, will it continue? If this is a W pattern on 4 hours, right? I need for it to break above 16 Rand 60. If we break above it and we maintain a price above, we're done. We're done. I think the dollar can go back to its original state. Okay. So right now I can't really tell why, because I'm still monitoring. Is this a price peak? Am I having a W here? That is only going to be confirmed if we break this neckline. Okay. So at the moment, I would say don't sell it and don't buy it. Why? Because if you're selling it and you find that this is a W and you are selling it, chances are you're going to be stopped out. Okay. But also, if you are buying it, you might buy and it comes at this level and go down. Okay, so you need to wait and break above, maintain the price above this level, then you're good to go. Okay. Build my belief channel saying compliments to the new season also to you, my good friend. Someone was asking, how do you access my private group? Okay, so my private group is simply, and by the way, guys, I can never call you, I can never WhatsApp you and say, give me money, I will trade for you. If you get in those messages, just know it's not me. Okay, so to join our group is very much simple. Can you see down below there is a broker that we personally use. We're trying to also give them business for also sponsoring some of our work. So if you fund with Okta, minimum deposit, and I want to say this to show that we don't really care about commission, because some of you say, but MJ, you want us to sign up with Okta and you want commission and whatnot. No, that's not what we're looking for. In fact, I always say to you privately, and I'm going to say it publicly today, minimum deposit for Okta is $25, right? $25. So sometimes you can make that $25 and start with your classes, start with you joining us, and if you feel like, hey, I'm not getting value there, withdraw that money. It's your money. Withdraw it. You don't have to trade that money. You can just keep it there. $25 is around 480 rands. You put it in your Okta account and you're like, okay, MJ, I funded with Okta. Can I get education from you guys and support? Okay, like now, the people that are with in our private group, they'll be able to access that AI and test it out, right? So no pressure. You can just put $25 there and withdraw it after a week. It's up to you. I don't really care. You can do it, but still get education from us. Okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is it from my side. I don't think we're gonna stream in the morning because of US Bank holiday. So that's why we decided to do this back testing session. For those of you that say, MJ, we really wanna join you, my man, send me a text. Send me a text. And by the way, guys, this number is not for you to abuse me, okay? Because some of the messages I get, really, it's really like, I ask myself, am I really your PA? Don't abuse me, please. Don't misuse my access. Don't abuse me. I beg. Don't abuse me. Don't ask me about trading things on WhatsApp, and please, because we have channels for that. Imagine how many people I get WhatsApp from every day, emails from every day. So please don't abuse me. Don't ask me about irrelevant stuff, okay? Because if you ask me on the group, I can help you with my team on the group, all right? So please, I really don't appreciate when people abuse me, even on Sundays, on Saturdays. Someone is asking me, is gold going up? I mean, really? Not now, guys. We don't have the time for that. And don't WhatsApp me and just say hi. Like, get to the point so that I can assist you as soon as possible. Because if you say hi and you don't say anything, I'm going to say hi back to you. And I'm getting a lot of messages and I might forget that you even said hi. So just say hi, get to the point, or send me a voice note. All right. So I really appreciate you guys. Really, 44 people watching this at some point. I think we're at 50 something. It really shows me the commitment that you guys have in this market. I mean, it's a Sunday. Some people really don't even care about looking at the chart. Some people only want to spend time with family, which is understandable, you know. But for you guys to tune in on a Sunday like this, I mean, that shows character. Now, can only pray that you guys really, I can tell. I mean, for somebody to come on a Sunday evening and just work on this thing and prepare for the new work, I mean, that tells me a lot about you. You're serious about this thing. I pray that you find favor, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. There's a video that was dropped last week, Thursday. Go watch it. It's hard to trade. Go watch it. I think maybe it can inspire some of you guys. And yeah, we can only take it from there. I really appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Cheers.